Hello and welcome. This is Yoga for Life. We will get this class done in 60 minutes. So get ready by grabbing a mat, and you'll need two yoga blocks as well as a strap, a towel, like a long towel, or a belt. This strap I have is a D-ring strap, so it's got a little D-ring on the end, kind of hard to see. Very common, very cheap. If you don't have these yet, I recommend getting them as soon as you can. You can get this whole set up for like 20 bucks. So it's a good investment because they're really useful. All right, having said that, let's get started with seated pranayama. Sitting on the floor cross legs, which if that feels uncomfortable at all on your lower back, go ahead and grab one of those said blocks and you're going to sit your hips up on top of it. For this breathing exercise, we're going to inhale by the nose and exhale by the mouth, making a slight movement in the body. Relax your shoulders, lengthen up through the crown of the head. And we'll begin on an inhale. Raise your eyes up towards the ceiling. Take in a nice, deep, full breath. Exhale by the mouth, lowering the chin down towards the chest. Sounds like this. Inhale sounds like this. Exhale. Lower your chin down towards your chest. Breathe out by the mouth. Use your throat. Inhale. Move your chest forward. Move your shoulders back and look up toward the ceiling. Exhale by the mouth. Lower the chin toward your chest. Let the belly pull into your spine and create just a slight rounded spine. Inhale. Good. Take it more and more right at the top. Exhale. Completely empty all of the air out with that nice loud ha sound. Inhale. It's 1, 2. Look up for 3, 4. Take in more 5, 6. Hold it. Exhale. 1, 2. Look down for 3, 4. Empty. 5, 6. Inhale. Lift up nice and tall, chest up, shoulders back, look up. Exhale, empty. The more you can breathe out, the better. You're going to make space for the next breath. Inhale. Feels nice to breathe like this. Slow, full, conscious. Exhale. You pay attention to your breathing. That helps connect your awareness to your body. Good. Inhale. Really, all we're doing with yoga practice is just learning how to pay attention. Exhale, coming to a sense of peace with what is, and learning how to be in relation with what is. Inhale, make this strong, big, full breath. Exhale, chin down. Pull the stomach to spine, empty completely for your last breath. Inhale, lift the ribs. Drop the shoulders and take in as much air as you can right now, more and more and more. Exhale. Pull your belly in and take an extra second or two to completely empty your lungs. Breathe everything out, all the way out. Good. And that's enough. Release into a straight spine. Fantastic. Now is our seated side bend. So again, sitting on the floor on a block, take your right hand to the floor next to you, fingers facing out. Bend your right elbow and lean into your right hand, allowing your head to drop. Left fingers float towards the floor next to you, reach so that we really feel this through the top of the shoulder and into the side of your neck. Exhale to relax a little more. And on an inhale, sweep your left arm in front of your chest and over to the right. Spread the fingers and stretch up out of that left side, opening up the rib cage. Good. Slowly, gently come back up through center and we'll go other side. So left hand goes to the floor, fingers out away from you, bend the elbow. Lean into the left hand, let your head relax. Good. Try not to let your shoulders scrunch, left shoulder scrunch, but just press. Then reach your right fingertips out to the floor next to you. Feel that through the top of the shoulder into your neck. Good. And on an inhale, sweep your right arm in front of your body and reach over to the left. Open up. Oh, right rib cage, right shoulder. Nice side bend. Release that to the center. Come all the way back up for seated twist. Sit up tall. Inhale. Take your left hand, cross it over to your right leg. Use your right fingertips behind you to gently press. Sit up really tall, really straight, and very gently look back behind you. Keep breathing. And make sure this is nice and easy, not too fast, not too far, because we're still warming up. Release to the center. Let's go other side. Right hand over to left leg. Left fingers can press gently behind. Sit up tall and look back behind you for a gentle, easy twist. Try to keep your shoulders gently pulled out of the ears, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Release that to the center. Make your way onto your hands and knees into a quadruped. Placing the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, spread your fingers, point your feet, and get grounded for cat-cow. Take an inhale. Look up to the ceiling, just like we did in the first breathing. You're welcome to now exhale by the mouth. Tilt the chin towards the chest, press the floor, and round your back. Inhale, spine comes into extension. Look up. Exhale, spine flexing. Round forward, push the floor, tuck the tail. Inhale. And exhale. Press the floor, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Release, come into a straight spine. Little hip work here. Inhale, lift your right leg straight back behind you. Flex the foot, push out with your heel. Good, good. Take another breath, bend your knee, and now press the sole of your right foot a little bit higher. I'm going to try to avoid arching my back as I'm showing you here and trying to stay pressed and lifted long through the tailbone. For a fire hydrant, swing your right knee out to the right, keeping it as high as you can. Press through both hands and try not to shift to the left. Stay on both hands, breathe. Knee behind you, keep it up. Stretch it back on an inhale, point. As you exhale, tuck your knee to your chest. Round your back, hold 2, hold 1. Release the knee to the mat. Other side, inhale, lift your left leg. Stay here. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, press the sole of the foot a little higher. So we're really working the strength of your hip extensors. Very important. For a sitting culture, we got to do this movement. Bring the knee off to the side. Stay on both hands. Try to keep your knee high. Woo! Feeling that outer hip burn. Belly in, spine long. Swing the knee behind you again. Keep it up. Inhale, extend back, point the toe. Exhale, knee to chest. Forehead to knee if you can. Press, hold, hold. Release the knee down. Good. Get grounded, quadruped. Lift your right leg back. Bird dog. Lift your left arm forward. Reach, arm, reach, heel. Press out through that right hand and hold. Good. Release hand, release knee. Other side. Inhale, left leg. Keep breathing. Inhale, right arm. Reach out with the arm, press out with the heel. Draw your belly up and in and stay lifted off that left shoulder. Press. Release hand, release knee. Open your knees wide, touch your toes together, and come into a wide leg child's pose. Arms out in front. If overhead shoulder position is too much, feel free to bend your elbows by your sides. Try to touch your forehead to the floor. You can also slide your arms back behind you, setting the backs of the hands on the floor, and just breathe. Great job. Press your hands under your shoulders and bring yourself up and make your way into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, send the hips up. Nice and easy. Let's start with knees bent. And go ahead and pedal out the feet. Feels good through the feet, feels good through the calves. Good. And when you come into your holding position, step with your feet apart about hip width, making sure that your heels are not angled inward, but angle them out a little bit. Spread your fingers, making sure your hands are at least shoulder width apart. Press out of your shoulders, lengthen by drawing your belly in. Send your sit bones back and stretch your whole spine. Let your head drop heavy. Try to look towards your belly. Breathe. Look forward towards your hands, and with a few steps, come to feet to hands. Step your feet apart, hip width at least. Feet parallel, grab your elbows for ragdoll, hang down. Shift your weight a little bit forward, back, side, side. Forward bend twist. Release your arms. Take your left hand to your right ankle, shin, or foot. Place your right hand right at the crease of your right hip. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Notice you can bend your knees. Exhale, turn your upper body to the right. You're trying to keep your spine long. So if you're feeling like your back is kind of rounding, bend your knees a little more, send your sit bones back, and raise your chest forward. Good. Start to look up. Fly the top arm if you want. Make sure the front of the right shoulder remains open versus tight. Release, release the twist. Hang in the middle for a moment. Hang in the moment. I just made up a saying. Right hand to left foot, ankle or shin. Left hand to left hip crease. Knees can be bent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Small movements, Some of these things, there's nothing really that feels heroic about it. So sometimes you're like, I got to do something else, right? Fly the arm, make it look fancy. But notice that where that might be coming from. Release down. And listen, we all want to have like a little moment of like shining. That's wonderful. You're here on your mat. You're already shining. Slowly, with the knees bent as much as you need, roll yourself up to stand. Tuck the tail. Squeeze the seat. Elevate your shoulders up, back, and down. Hip circles. My favorite. Hands on your hips. Let's take it to the right 3 times. Exaggerating the movement of the upper body as you move your hips around a big old circle. And when you've done 3 to the right, let's reverse and go 3 to the left. I've been told over the years that I make a lot of sound effects when I'm teaching, so newsflash, if you haven't already heard it. Okay, stop in the center, half moon. Keep your feet apart hip width. In a big circle, push your fingers down, out, and overhead. Palms together, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, and cross your thumbs. Normal if it feels very tight in the shoulders, do the best you can in this overhead position. Take a big inhale, stretch up, and just go right and left a few times. Similar to the hip circles, but now we're incorporating shoulders and upper body. Bringing the focus to our spine. Go ahead and stop in the center. Push your hips a little forward. Shift your upper body back so all of your body weight moves more to the heels. Take a nice big inhale. Stretch up out of your waist. Try to touch the ceiling and slowly bend your body to the right. Push your hips to your left. You're trying to stretch the left side of your body continuously. And as you hold your stretch, try to breathe in and out by your nose. Get the sensation that your tailbone is heavy. Bring your weight back again. Chin up. Weight in the heels. Left hip forward. Get your hips in line. Right shoulder forward. Opening up that stretch. Come down and push. Little deeper stretch right at the end. Inhale back to center. Other side. First, take a deep breath and stretch up, 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 and come down slowly to your left. Push your hips to the right. Notice if the weight is shifting to your right foot. Try to keep the weight even on both feet. Drop the tailbone a little bit. Lift your chin. Bring everything back. Go into the heels more. Yes, hold on to it. Right hip forward. Keep that breathing going. Left shoulder forward. Squeeze your grip and just come down a little deeper. Push. Hips to the right and push. Hold the stretch. Stay there. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Backward bending next. Keep your arms here. Take a deep breath and look up. Relax your head back. Fold up. Stretch up. Begin to stretch your arms back. Open up the front of the body. Push the weight firm to your heels. Take your inhale breath. Push your hips to the front and stretch your arms to the back. Lean back. A little more, go back. Inhale, come up. Reset for a moment. Now release your grip, bend your knees, and bend forward. Try to touch the floor in front of you. Take it as slowly as you need to. Let your head hang down and just move now. Right, left. This is the simplest dance move in history. You just shake your hips around. All right, for Padahastasana, you've got 3 options. For a grip, you can grab behind your calves, heels, Achilles area, or you can grab higher, like almost to the backs of the knees, or you can grab your elbows. So right now, see which grip feels best for you today. Heels, calves, or grabbing elbows. Take a little breath in. As you exhale, get your elbows behind your legs as far as you can and begin to pull. Sandwich your stomach and thighs flat together. So there's no space in between. Very gently holding on to that connection. Eyes open, my friends. Roll the weight into the toes. Take a sip of air. Exhale, bring your face a little closer in. Start to press your knees back until you feel that's the edge of your flexibility, a big old stretch. Hold it right there, pull, push your knees back, lengthen the backs of your legs. Good, release the grip, look forward, and with your arms over your head, come up with a straight back. Squeeze your seat at the top, reach up, then relax. Arms by your side, moving into Utkatasana. Push your fingertips down towards the floor next to you, reset the shoulders. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, lengthen your tailbone and bend your knees. Sit down just like you're trying to tap your butt to the chair. Gently draw your lower belly in as though you're pulling your tailbone slightly forward so that it's not jutting back, but it's pointing back at a 45-degree angle. Good. Holding here, sweep your hands forward, palms facing each other. And if it feels okay for the shoulders, try to take your arms higher. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. Pull tailbone forward and sit down into your thighs. Another breath, look higher. Another exhale, sit lower. Hold here. Breathe here. Inhale, press to stand. Squeeze your seat and drop your arms down gently by your sides. Fantastic. Moving into separate leg postures. We're going to be stepping out with the right leg. So get to a place in your space that works, and you may need to have a block or 2 handy in a moment. So I'm going to set those right there. First is bent leg triangle. Take your arms wide overhead. Step out to the right, 4 feet, and bring your arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your right foot out to the right. Here's a block, might be handy. Big inhale, bend the right knee, sit down until your right thigh is as low as it goes. We're going for 90 degrees at this right knee if possible. Open your arms wide, take an inhale, and move your arms together. Here's where a block can be helpful. You rest your fingertips or hand gently on that block. Raise the left arm. You can also stretch your right fingertips down free And stretch the left arm up so that we're really not resting any weight on the hand. Roll the left hip forward. Your practice is yours, right? Push your right knee back with your elbow. Now turn your upper body into a little twist and squeeze your left thigh. On an inhale, press back up through the right heel, nice and easy. Get your balance and switch feet. Right toes forward. Left foot out to the left. Inhale. Sit down. Press through this left heel. Really get this left thigh down as much as you can. We're trying to get 90 degrees at the knee. Open wide. Inhale and move the arms. Elbow inside the knee. Aim the fingertips to the big toe or use a block. Look up. Stretch your two arms apart. Wow. Roll the right hip forward. Using your whole body here. Push your left knee back. Turn your upper body into a twist. Squeeze your right thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten the leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Left toes turn in. Walk your feet in a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Standing separate legs stretching. Take an inhale, look up. And as you exhale, slowly bend forward. Version 1, touch the floor. Very normal. If you can't touch the floor, again, a block will allow you to hold on with your hands on some surface. Very gently. Squeeze up your thigh muscles to straighten your knee joints. Roll the weight a little bit forward into your toes. And wherever your hands are resting, try to come to your palms. Try to come down by bending the elbows. Set your forearms on the floor. Again, weight to the toes. Squeeze up your thighs and lengthen down a little closer, upper body to the floor. Good. Inhale, press your hands, look forward. Grab your blocks too and walk and turn to the right foot. Your back foot's at 45 degrees, your front foot's straight out in front. Walk your hands way out in front of your right toes. This is our pyramid variation. Shift your weight forward to the right foot. Allow your right hip to roll back for the simple reason that we're trying to get the two hips parallel to the floor. Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, let your body come down towards your leg. Let your head aim towards the top of your foot. Arms, meanwhile, are reaching forward beyond your foot. Depending on the length of your arms, you might have to stretch the blocks forward more. Again, right hip up by shifting the weight to the right foot. Squeeze your thighs and hold there. Breathe. Inhale, look up. Exhale, slide your blocks back towards your foot so that your left foot hand can rest on the inner edge of the right foot. Right hand, palm, move it to your low back. Inhale, look forward for revolved triangle. Exhale, rotate to the right. Lifting up off of your left hand as much as you need to. In other words, raise the block if you need. Keep your back straight. Look up when you're ready. Add the right arm up if you're wanting a little extra. Twist the upper body. Slowly, gently look down and release the twist. Grab your blocks. Meet me on the left foot. Woo. Walk it all the way around to the left foot. And now move your hands out on the blocks, way, way, way out in front of you. You play around with what feels right in terms of distance. Pyramid variation. Shift the weight to the left foot. Allow your left hip to roll back. Keep your right heel behind you planted. Take your inhale. And as you exhale, soften your body towards your leg, your chest towards your knee, top of your head towards the top of your foot. Keep the weight forward. Let that left hip roll back. Squeeze into your thighs. Hold. Wow. Inhale, look up. Slide your hands back. Place your right hand on the block, inside edge of the left foot. Left palm goes to low back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, rotate to the left. Body weight forward, roll the left hip back, squeeze your thighs. Stay right here or fly this left arm up when you're ready. Look up towards the ceiling, challenging your balance to the best of your ability today. Good. Release the hand, release the twist, look down. Walk your hands back through center. You can set the blocks aside. Square off your feet parallel. Let's do this stretch one more time with a grip. Take your peace sign fingers and hook your big toes. Wrap the thumb so that you're not jutting your thumb into the floor. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the elbows and pull your body down. Squeeze your thighs. Bring the weight forward into your toes very gently. Pull elbows out, pull body down. Inhale, look up. Exhale here, bring your hands to your hips. On an inhale, squeeze your seat, come to stand all the way up. Take a slight back bend at the top. Woo! Step the right leg back and relax your arms down by your sides. Let's incorporate some balance now. So come to middle or top of your mat. Make sure that you've got space behind you. Also, you may want to have your blocks again for a little bit of balance support. You're also welcome to use a chair whenever you do this or use a section of wall. The awesome part about practicing at home or on demand is that you can use props. You don't have to worry about stepping on someone else's mat or someone else's space. All right, so I like to have my blocks at the top of the mat. Feet together nicely, standing leg raise. Hands on the hips, raise your right knee 90 degrees out in front of you, flex your right foot. The point of all of this balancing is to build strength and stability in the standing legs. Whatever we're doing with the leg in the air isn't as important as what's happening in the standing leg. So gently, tailbone heavy, lower belly, pull it up and in, squeeze the thigh, lengthen up out of the crown of the head. Good. Step 2, interlace your fingers on the right shin, gently pull your knee higher. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, in and out. Good. Now release your grip and move your hands, arms out by your sides, like so. You are welcome to set the foot down as you transition into Warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, shoot the right leg back all the way straight, point the foot and press out through the ball of the foot. Body down parallel to the floor, reach back with your fingertips. Squeeze your armpits a little bit and try to push your chest forward. Raise your eyes and hold. Breathe. Good. Come all the way back up, hands on hips. Come knee to chest one more time. You're welcome to set your foot down. Hands in prayer, moving straight into tree. Turn your right knee out to the right and set your right foot at the inside of your left leg. You're welcome to use a hand to pull it up if you want to go more towards the thigh with the foot. Alternatively, you can keep your toes on the floor and just bend your knee out to the side, touching the heel to the inside of the ankle. Good. From here, we lengthen heavy tailbone. Gently pull ribs to hips. Raise up through the crown of the head. Let's incorporate the shoulders now. Keeping everything here in place, try raising your arms, prayer overhead. Keeping ribs to hips and reach up, heavy tailbone, lengthen up. Release hands, release foot, feet back together. Awesome. Other side. Shift into the right leg, hands on hips, bend your left knee up. Here's how you might use a block in this posture. You could set your toes on the block, left foot, so that you just have a little touch point to kind of stabilize yourself. It's not very stable, but it's just enough sometimes mentally to get us there. Drop the tail, pull up the belly, squeeze your right thigh, nice and strong. One of the biggest complaints I get from newer students in the balancing postures is that their foot cramps. That is good news. That means that your foot is getting stronger. When you have strong feet, you're going to have good balance. Breathe in, breathe out. Grab, interlace, and pull the shin up a little higher. What happened? Oh no, my knee started to bend. Now press it down and reach up. Keep your right leg strong. Inhale, exhale. Good. Release the grip. Arms by your sides, palms forward. You're welcome to set the toes down. Big inhale. Exhale, shoot the left leg back. Here's where you can use blocks under your hands for a little bit of balance help. Raise up onto the fingertips and press out through the ball mound of your left foot behind you. Shift the weight forward. You could even practice one arm at a time, reach. Good. Switch off, reach. Finally, maybe both. Hold 3, breathe 2, 1. Hands on hips, raise up. Try knee to chest one more time. You feel your right hip. You feel that? Woo! Okay, tree. Send the left knee off to the side. Step your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Please avoid putting your foot directly on your opposite knee. We don't want to shove that joint sideways. We want to get used to keeping that leg knee aligned. Drop the tailbone. Squeeze up your thighs and bring your hands to prayer position. Excellent. So from here, try to keep everything locked in place. Just add the arms overhead position. Woo! Challenging to move your shoulders into overhead flexion without compromising the rest of your spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Whew, release hands. Release left foot down. Awesome. We're ready to transition to the floor. So please lie down on your back. Get comfortable. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. Look how good you're breathing now. Whole abdomen moving. Ah. Wind removing. Bend your right knee up, interlace your grip. 10 fingers interlocked position and pull your knee towards your right shoulder. We want to avoid the rib cage. So go out to the side a bit and then straight in towards the shoulder. Tilt the chin, look down and pull. Release right leg. Bend the left leg up. Interlace gently, pull. We're trying to create pressure in the abdomen. Go out to the side, avoid the rib cage. If you're finding that you feel a lot of pain in the hip joint, you don't have to pull that quite that far, or try going more out to the side. Tilt the chin, compress the belly, and hold it. Good. Release the left leg, and then together raise both knees up and into your chest. Try to wrap your arms clear over the shins and hold on to your elbows. If that's not possible, you got to grab a little lower, that's fine. Now notice, like me, your head may have come off the floor. See if you can get the head back down. And that's another reason. If your head isn't touching the floor, to grab a little bit lower on the arms. Tilt the chin, press the back of your head into the floor, lengthen the back of your neck momentarily here. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your grip. Set your feet flat on the floor, feet at least hip width for bridge. Arms down on the floor, palms flat. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your tail, squeeze your seat, and send your hips up towards the ceiling. Push into your arms, press into your feet, and squeeze your hip crease. What crease? Where your butt meets your thigh. Right that little smile line, squeeze it up and hold. Gently release back down to the floor. Lift your feet up for dead bug. Flex your feet and get your legs at 90 degrees. Place your arms on your thighs, bend your elbows next to your body. Take an inhale. Try to plant your lower back towards the floor. Exhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders. Elbows relaxed by your sides. Now, what are my hands for? I'm pushing my thighs away. Resist my thighs back and try to use that pressure connection to curl the tailbone away from the floor, that tiny pelvic tilt. And we can't use the butt here. No, don't do it. You've got to use your belly to do it. Curl the tailbone, push the hands on the thighs, raise your ribs a little higher, hold 2. Breathe 1, release head, release feet. Ugh. Relax for a moment. Let's throw in a little bit of twisting motion. So one more time, raise the legs up like you did for dead bug and take your fingers behind your head, elbows out to the sides. Please avoid pinching your elbows in, keep them wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. And now we're going to rotate towards the right and extend the left leg out for a little twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Let that right leg extend out straight. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Last round. Inhale to center. Exhale, knee to elbow to knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, head down, feet down, and lie down one more time in Shavasana. Take a breath, followed by another. Spinal rolling. Bend your knees again. Take your hands underneath your thighs. Grab on. Now we're going to use the motion of the lower legs like so to roll yourself forward and back. So give it a shot. Roll yourself up. Try to balance for a moment on your seat. Now rolling back as smooth as you can, avoid the neck, and then back up. That's 2. Back nice and smooth. Up nice and easy. It's kind of fun too. All right, roll over onto your forearms. Come down for forearm plank. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Interlace your grip. And I like to start on the knees. So now push into your knees, get the feet flexed ready, and raise your belly, abdomen off the floor. Notice that I'm not bending at my hips. What would that look like? That would look like this. I want to keep the front of my hips flush with the fronts of my thighs. Push down into your elbows and try to round your upper back. Press the back of your head towards the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck long. When you're ready, you push into the toes and raise up off your knees, squeeze your thighs. Round the upper back, that's about 15 seconds. We're going to go 15 more. Squeeze your thighs, lengthen your tailbone down towards your heels, and pull your lower belly up and in. You got to still breathe. Look towards your fingers. Now one little adjustment, push your heels forward. Woo! Draw your elbows back. Hold 3, 2, 1. Come down to knees, come down to belly. Oh, yeah. And look to the right, arms by your sides. Just relax. Okay, locust. Hands under the shoulders, palms flat, feet apart about hip width. Take a nice big inhale, slowly, gently. Lift your upper body. Push your hands a little. Come up more and slide your elbows, shoulders down. Raise the back of the head. Raise your eyes. Press into the tops of your feet. Squeeze your legs and come up another inch. Lower down. Nice and easy. This time we look to the left. Arms by your sides. Just relax. Fantastic. Locust. Slide your feet together. Put your mouth forward on the towel. And now bring your arms by your sides, palms facing in towards your thighs. Push your fingertips down towards your feet. Inhale, lift everything. Lift your legs, lift your body, lift your arms by your sides, and raise the back of your head. Try to squeeze shoulders down and together on your back. Raise up with your thighs, stretch back with your fingertips. Raise the back of your head another inch, hold. Release gently, look to the right again, relax. working your spinal extension, whole backside, really balancing out your posture, your body. So let's do this again with your mouth down, arms by your sides, palms in, like we're doing locust again. Okay? Feet together. Take an inhale breath, raise your arms back, and now lift everything. If you can hold this pretty well, try this. Bend your knees. Keep holding. Raise your upper body a little higher, reach back, and if you can, hook onto the outsides of the ankles. For Dhanurasana, hold on and kick. I like to look down. And by the way, if you're unable to grab your ankles at this time for whatever reason, just practice a bent leg locust like this. And just lift and just lift and just lift. If you've got the grip, then you turn it more into a kick, Good. Open the front of the body. When you're ready, start to look forward. Try to stay forward on your belly. Look up and kick. Gently lower down. Good. Let that go. Look to the left. Transitioning onto the knees, take the hands under the shoulders and press. Grab your blocks. We're moving into horse. So one for each hand. Start on the knees. Make sure that your blocks are right next to your thighs. Step your right foot forward so that the right heel is underneath the knee. The knee is at 90 degrees, Gently drop the tailbone down so that you can see this, that from my left knee all the way up my body is a straight line. Breathe. Good. From this position, sweep the left arm up, over, and now side bend to the right. As we do this, tailbone heavy, lower belly slightly pulled up, and maybe you can lean back a little with your upper body. Good. Release the side bend, release the arm down. Take an inhale breath, and now walk your hands a little forward and slide your right foot forward more. Now we're going to lunge on an exhale, hips forward. Really lengthening the front of that left thigh and hip. Awesome. Stay here for a moment. Add a twist. Left hand moves forward just a little bit. Some of you can actually come down onto the left hand completely, and that's fine too. Touching the floor. Move your right hand to your right thigh. Take your inhale, and as you exhale, begin to rotate to the right. Good. Now, if you can see your foot behind you, try bending the knee. Try taking the right hand now over to that foot behind you, hold on to it, and now kick. Squeeze the cheek and kick. Beautiful. Release, untwist. Yeah. Slide the hips back, flex the right foot, come into a half split. Keep your right knee straight. And again, maybe you can touch the floor. Maybe you can come forward. Ease into the posture and approach your end range of motion and hold it there. Excellent. Come up halfway, slide the right heel back, and please transition to the other leg. Left foot forward, first 90 degrees. Hands next to you, gently drop the tailbone. Pull up out of the waist. I got that straight line from my right knee all the way up my body. Side bend, right arm up and over, palm facing to the left, side bend to the left. Support. Now, if this is familiar, remember what we warmed up with in the beginning, seated side bend, half moon pose, the beautiful lateral flexion of the spine, and we add in some hip element, add in some shoulder. It's really good connection, connecting the dots. All right, release your side bend. Take the right hand down. Really good. Walk the hands a little forward. Walk your left foot a little forward. Take an inhale. And now as you exhale, push your hips more forward, coming into a deep lunge. Oh, right hip extension. Breathe. Good. Walk the right hand a little more forward and transition left hand to left thigh for the twist. Inhale, stay lunging forward with the hips. Exhale, rotate your body toward the left. Look down. If you can see your foot behind you, why not? Bend the knee. Left hand back and see if you can hold on to the foot. If you can't do that, try scooting your right hand closer to you and see if you can keep your body more upright. By coming more forward onto the block or hand, you see how the hips went more deep into the lunge? That's more challenging. Whatever you've got the grip, give it a kick. Yes, gently release, untwist, half split. Slide your left heel forward, hips back, and straighten your left knee. Bend forward over your left leg. Oh, yes. Stretching underneath from Achilles all the way up through the back of the thigh. So stay connected. Try not to let the knee bend. Try to keep your left knee straight. Good. Slowly, gently release that. Slide the left foot back and stand up on both knees for camel posture, Ustrasana. You can set those blocks aside. Hands on your hips, like you're going into your back pockets. Now feel free to tuck the toes. I actually prefer that. Feels good to me. Play with it. Big inhale. As you exhale, lengthen the tailbone, squeeze the seat, send the hips forward. Great job. Start to drop the head back if that feels okay today. Good. You could stay here with the hands or try right hand to right heel, thumb on the outside. Left hand to the left heel, thumb on the outside, fingers on the insides. Get a full grip, palms on heels. Now use your inhale, yogis. Get the chest up. And as you exhale, lengthen the tailbone, curl it forward, and squeeze your seat forward. Inhale. Exhale, push your thighs forward a little more. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, give it a nice, strong, steady push. Hands move back to hips, slowly, gently. Bring yourself back up on an inhale. Lengthen your lower back, tailbone at the top. And then release. Make your way onto your seat. Legs out in front. Bend your right knee up. This is our Marichasana C variation or seated twist. Put your heel just to the outside of your sit bone. Now use your left arm, hand or elbow, and wrap around that right knee. Notice my left leg. It's not floppy and turning out. It's strong. You can even flex the foot to keep it active. So holding on with my left elbow or hand, pull the chest up. Right hand can do one of two things. You can gently press against the floor behind, but I find that I don't really need to because I've got this left hand grip. So I can use the right hand and wrap it on the low back. Try to grab your inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to turn. Look back over your right shoulder, twist. Inhale. Exhale, absolute stillness, holding at the end for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head, release the twist, and switch legs, please. So, right leg is straight. Remember to keep that foot flexed, keep the leg strong. Bend your left knee up so that your heel sits just towards the outer edge of your left hip sit bone. Use the right hand, grab on with either the hand or the elbow, and pull your chest up. Great. Left hand can do help, or wrap it onto your back, grab your inner thigh. Chest up. Yes. Oh, you see that? I almost forgot my right leg. Chest up and turn, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist. Good. Breathe in and twist for 5. Freeze, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head. Good. Release the twist. Straighten out the leg and meet me on your back with your strap. So lie down. Make sure you got a little space. Take the strap and hook the ball of your right foot. Hold on one end in each hand and extend out through that right leg. Left leg also goes onto the floor straight. Flex your right foot, squeeze your right thigh, and hold on to where you can pull your elbows down towards the floor, but they don't actually touch the floor. Breathe. Gently pull. Yes, with every breath, go a little bit more pull. Personally, I love this stretch to do out of context, meaning outside of a class. Doing it just to whatever degree you can to really help the health of your knees, your lower back, your hips. Okay, move the strap both ends into the right hand and move your left hand to your left thigh. Press down with your left hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly guide your right leg out to the right and look to the left. Good. And gently guide this right leg out with the help of the strap. But really what's important is your outer right hip is squeezed a little, that outer cheek, to support the weight of the right leg going out. Because we're moving with gravity helping. So we're actually resisting against gravity, balancing the strength against the flexibility. Inhale, slowly, gently come back up to center. Good. Keep this grip. Exhale. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, head up, pull your right elbow out to the right and try to connect your forehead to your knee. Good. Look up towards your shin. Take another breath. Exhale and lift and pull and pull and hold. Hold. Release the head. Good. Release the tension and please switch legs. So now bring your left foot into the strap, right leg out to the floor. Both legs are straight. First, we start with a separate hand grip. Take your inhale. Hold on to whatever distance you can where you're pulling your elbows towards the floor, but they don't run into the floor. Flex your left foot, flex your right foot, and squeeze both thighs. Maybe you find that on the exhale, you can go a little deeper. I don't know. Breathe. Exhale, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Exhale and pull. Very good. Switch the strap into the left hand, move right hand to right thigh. If you're having a hard time balancing, you can also reach the right arm out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, slowly, gently open the left leg out to the left. Look to the right. Supporting this opening of that left leg out with the outer left hip, that cheek underneath. Try to keep your spine in the center. Try to keep both of your hips on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look up, leg back up to center. Hold on here. Exhale, lift your head. Pull your left elbow out to the side and try to bring your forehead up to your knee. Yes, good. Lift up, hold. 3, 2, 1. Head down. Excellent. Release leg down. Oh, take that strap off. You can set it aside. Go ahead and bend both of your knees. Set your feet on the floor. You're going to need a block for this next one, working from bridge into waterfall. So inhale, exhale, tuck, curl, lift your hips up, get a good, nice activation underneath. For this one, you can interlace your fingers if you want to underneath your body and walk your shoulders down one time. Press into your pinkies, lengthen the tailbone, and squeeze the crease of your cheek where it meets the thigh up a little higher. Good. Release your hands, grab your block, stick it right underneath your sacrum, that flat part of your low spine, and then gently release the weight of your pelvis lower back to the floor, to the block. Moving into our waterfalls, essentially is just a supported shoulder stand. Bend your right knee up to your chest, and now straighten your right leg up straight up to the ceiling. Same thing on left leg, knee to chest, left leg up. So feet are together. Press out through the ball of each foot. Good. Steady. 10 breaths. Gently roll the inner thighs back, press out through the ball of each foot, and lengthen up through your thighs. Feels kind of nice. That you're supported, but that you still have a chance to work the legs a little bit, active. And the main objective here, the reason it's called waterfall, is we're reversing circulation so that essentially the blood flow is rushing, is flushing, is falling toward your head with the help of gravity. Not only nourishing more of your tissues, your head, your brain, oh my gosh, good things, but your glands, and also giving your body an incredible sense of relaxation, which is going to happen like turning on a switch in the posture. The benefit starts to happen right when we complete the posture. So let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Nice, good. Inhale and exhale. Good. To reverse out, it's left knee to chest, foot on the floor. Right knee to chest, foot on the floor. Bridge your hips up. Remove your block. And try to lower your spine down 1 vertebra at a time until your pelvis touches the floor. Fantastic. Cross right ankle to left thigh, figure 4. And when you're ready, pull underneath with both hands to that left thigh. Draw your knees towards your body. Same time, try to point your right knee out to the side, keeping that figure 4 position. Good. Release the grip. Keep the configuration just the same. Drop your knees to the left. Open your arms and look to the right. Supine twist. In this leg version here, you may feel a little bit more underneath your outer hip. Not bad. Releasing those outer hip stabilizers and at the same time strengthening the core and strengthening your seat in other postures helps to bring your body more into balance. Look to the ceiling gently, release legs back up through center, uncross, and we'll go other side. So cross left ankle to right thigh. Figure 4 on the left, reach underneath your right thigh and gently pull. Being really mindful to keep this top foot flexed so that we take pressure off the ligaments of the knees. Aiming this left knee off to the side, keep the breath moving. Good. Keep the legs the same, release your arms out to the sides and gently drop your knees to your right. Gotta sometimes move the furniture, right? Look to the left, relax. Breathe against the abdominal pressure that the twisting is creating. Give yourself an internal massage. Look up very gently. Bring your knees back up through center. Uncross. Set your feet on the floor. 1 more time. Bridge. Hips up. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the hips down. Straighten out the legs and move into your final Shavasana. I recommend using props. Blanket. You don't want to be cold. A little pillow underneath the knees or a little pillow underneath your head or neck. Get comfortable and stay here for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Longer if you want. I mean, you're on demand, so do what you want. I'll leave you here now. So thank you so much for practicing today. Why am I thanking you? Because so many other people benefit from you practicing yoga. I know that sounds weird, but the whole circle around you starts to shift when you shift yourself. So have a great day. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.